Hmm. Yeah, it's on.
I'm in San Diego. I'm in Newport Beach.
Oh, wow.
Newport,
Good for you.
Yeah, there's a summit, a convention of our company, Unio. There's about 65 urologists here, and a lot of the industry, the vendors. And so I will be here till Saturday night. So we're gonna do the Daf Yomi tomorrow. We'll do it like regular time, 4:30,
okay.
and then
Kind of tight, no?
what was that?
It's kind of tight. Shabbos starts very early tomorrow.
Start 6:15, 6:10, something like that. I think 4:30 to 5 still works. If you want to do it earlier, I'm happy to do it earlier.
It's okay. 4:30 works.
Let's do 4:30, and then Motzei Shabbos we'll do like 8:30 or 8 o'clock, whatever you want, because there's no Navi Shir. So
Oh, that's true.
Okay, so
Okay.
8:30.
okay, 8:30 Saturday night. We are on excuse me, Tzadik, Amid Aleph. A woman produced a get, a ksuba, and a witnesses that testify about her husband's death. So in get kodim l'ksuba, if she has a get, which is dated January 1, 2020, and the ksuba is dated June 30th, 2020, so must be she got remarried with a new ksuba. So govish take ksubos. So she collects 2 ksubas. Now, if the ksuba is kodemis leget, if the date on the ksuba is prior to the get, then ain't a gova. The ksuba achas, of course, she only collects 1 ksuba. Because even a woman who was divorced and was returned by her husband, they always do it based on the original ksuba. Kotten shisiu aviv. You have a minor child that the father married her off to a woman. Ksubosa kayemes. Even when the child grows up, he has to pay the ksuba. There is halachic validity. He can't say that, oh, it was written when I was a cotton, therefore it doesn't have power. Shamanas king kiyama. These were the Tanam and the ksuba that were fulfilled when he became an adult. Gershon is gari ishto imo. You have a non-Jew and his wife, and they both converted together. And they have ksubasa kayem shamanas ken kiyama. Let's say he had written her some kind of financial document when he was a goy, says Rashi. It would have force even after they were Megayer. When we say that the ksuba has force, it's only for the minimum amount. That's the Takanos Chachamim Mana Masayim. Aval Tosefes Ein Lo. It was written when he really didn't have kinyonim. So any additional beyond the Tanai of Chachamim are not included. Rav Yehuda Amar Filo Tosefes Yesh Lo. Rav Yehuda wants to say that she gets even the additional amount. Meisvei. Chidshu. Something new was added in the ksuba after either he became an adult or after he was Megayer. No, tell us Masha Chidshu. So they get the additional, but Chidshu ilo, that implies that if they didn't add something, she wouldn't get anything. The Gemara says, no, Ema af masha chitzu. She gets the minimum, and if they added something new, she gets that too. V'alo toni haki. But the Mishnah doesn't say that. Chitzu, no, it tells masha chitzu. Lo chitzu. If she did not, v'alo toni haki, that if they didn't add anything, besula gova masayim, v'amana mana. And to Yufta Rav Yehuda, this is a kasher Rav Yehuda who says that who gets the Tosefes as well. So Rav Yehuda must eat not to Isa. Rav Yehuda didn't understand the Mishnah correct. Who saw ksuva kayamis akula milsakoi? He thought that it went on everything. Velohi ha'ikar ksuva koi, but it's not correct. The only part that the ksuva is makayim is the minimum amount, the mana masayim.
Let me ask you one thing. So a woman can never get two ksubas. Let's say she marries a different man. He has to give her ksubas. A man marries her, he divorces her, and she marries another man. So he gets a ksuba also, right?
Yes.
So what I understand is we say if a man marries a woman, divorces her, and remarries her, it's only one ksuba. So why
usually based. We had cases where he could write her a new ksuba as well. But most men did it based on the original ksuba.
Yeah, but once he divorced her, he pays in the ksuba. So then he starts over fresh again. So why do we say
he might have paid her, but it's only one ksuba.
You mean we're talking about the star itself? The star itself it uses the same star for the ksuba. He uses the same one. Is that what he refers to? Not writing a new one. They use the same star he had for the first when he married the first.
If he wrote a new ksuba, then you collect two ksubas. That's why Rashi says, "Hare kosav l'ksuba zira." In get kodim l'ksuba, if there's a get and the date of the get is before the second ksuba, she would collect two. But that's in a case where he wrote two. But most men did not write two. They wrote it. If they remarried the same woman, they based it on the original ksuba. Was married to two women. He has a ksuba with each one. Umeis. Harishona kodemes l'shnia. The woman he married first collects her ksuba first because her star has an earlier date. The yorshe harishona kodemin liyorshe shnia. Her heirs that are coming to inherit the ksuba of their mother. So the heirs of the first woman have claim over the heirs of the second one because she has an earlier claim. Nosas harishona umesa. He married Rachel and then Rachel died. So now the yorshim of her will have a claim on the ksubas b'nin dichrid, the extra that goes to her male children, beyond the Yerusha that they would do with their father. And then Nasa Shnia Umes, then he marries the second wife and he dies. So Shnia v'yorsheh kodmin liyorsheh rishona. The second wife, his chayvus of a ksuba is prior to the chayvus of Yerusha. That's what this din is telling us. That her claim goes before the claims of the yorshim of the first woman. That's the halacha that's taught to us here. Miditani harishona kodemes l'shniya. V'loktani harishona yesh la v'shniya ein la. It doesn't say that the shniya doesn't get anything. If the second woman grabbed her share first, we don't take it away from her. And therefore, we would learn from here, Shmamina Baal Chov Mu'ucher Shekarim Gava Masha Gava Gava. You have two creditors. Even if a later creditor who has a later star goes and grabs something that is owed, he claims is owed to him, we would say the same thing, Masha Gava Gava. So Gemara says, Lola Melcha Masha Gava Loy Gava. No. If they grab, it's not, they can't hold on to it. My kodemes, legamri kodemes. That means she has an independent claim first, and the other one doesn't have, even with tfisa, doesn't have any claim. Kiditnan. Ben koidem labas. It says a son inherits, not a daughter. If the daughter went ahead and grabbed, we would take it away from her. Same thing by us. Now, other people learn this sugya differently. Midilok tani, from the fact that the Mishnah didn't say im kodma shniya v'tofsa. The Mishnah didn't say that if the second one grabbed, ein motzi miyada michlal di kodma shniya v'tofsa mafkina minei. We'd learn just the opposite. That if she grabbed, we'd take it away from her. Shmamina balchov mochar shekarim v'gava masha gava loy gava. The same thing by a balchov, wouldn't work. No, we could say that what they grab is grabbing, and only I did the Tana Shni of Yorsher Kodmi Yorsher Rishona, since the second part we have to learn the din that collecting from a ksuba is more takes precedence over Yerusha. Tanya Rishona Kodem Shni. It was just stylistically said that way. Nasas Arishona. So Shmamina Tlas. We learn three distinct things from this Mishnah. Shmamina Achas B'chai v'Achas B'moso Yeshlen Ksubas B'nindichrin. That if his wives died, even let's say one died while he was alive, the other died after he was alive, the sons still inherit their mother. We're not concerned about fighting. We said the wife that got a ksuba, right? The first wife died, so there was no ksuba. So the second wife, he died, so there was a ksuba. So they go before the worship of the first woman. But if there's other assets, shakli, if there's assets left after they pay out the ksuba, they will have a chelek, the ksubas b'nindichrin. Shmamina shekshuva nasa moiser lechaverta. When the yorshim come to take that ksubas b'nindichrin, there has to be at least a dinner, some amount to allow a Yerusha min Torah. Mimai, midalok tanim yesham moiser dinner. It didn't say only if there's an extra dinner. So the second ksuba, in some manner, they're viewed as yorshim as well. Number two, the ksuba, regular ksuba, you can take from, if he went ahead and sold land while he was alive, so a regular ksuba can go and collect that, but not for ksubas b'nedichrin. These sakadaika tarfa mishibadi, less ibnei rishon leftar l'nei shniya. Let the children of the first wife take it away from the second. They're like the mishubadim. So doesn't work. Maskra Vashi. Mimai, who told you this? Perhaps there is no ksus b'nedichrin when one died when he was alive and the other died after his death. Umay koidmin. So what do you mean that one precedes the other? We're not talking about the ksubas v'ndichrin. We're talking about the nachla, the inheritance. So that what goes on is the children of the second wife, first they inherit the ksubas of their mother, then they inherit with their father, then they inherit with the other brothers their inheritance from their father. So then what do you mean Yorshah Rishona? It has nothing to do with the wife, it has to do with the husband. Why do we call them the Yorshah Rishona? Because I did the Tana Shniya v'Yorshah, just stylistically, editorially. Since we did have to talk about the Shniya and her Yorshim, Tana Nami Yorshah Rishona. But there's no proof la. Udika Armet Ksubas Nasa Mois L'Chaverta, no, ain't Ksubas Nasa Mois L'Chaverta. Hachu De'ika, Moiser dinner. There was extra money left after the Ksubas B'Nedichrin was paid. So there's no raya. Then we said one woman died b'chayav, achas b'chayav, achas b'moiser. Tanoi, the Tanya. Meisu achas b'chayav, achas b'moiser. One woman died when he was alive, the other after he died. B'nana soimer. Yichola b'nei rishon loimer livnei ashnina. The sons of the first wife can tell the sons of the second, b'nei balas choivatem. You are claiming the ksuba. A ksuba is like a regular bal choiv. So take the ksuba of your mother and go, and we will inherit the rest. Rabbi Kiva says no. Kvar kofza nachla milafnei b'nei rishon v'nach l'fnei b'nei ashnina. The inheritance already fell in front of the sons of the first, and then it fell in front of the sons of the second. So the sons of the second certainly get their ksuba. And then they divide the rest with the Yorshah Rishona. What are they arguing in? My love bakamifliki. The Marsover, achas b'chayv achas b'moiso yesh lang ksuvas b'ndichrin. That there is ksuvas b'ndichrin. Umar sover achas b'chayv achas b'moiso yesh lang ksuvas b'ndichrin. Omer ravash kechil ravonat be'rav diyasi v'ka'amri dikula alne achas b'chayv achas b'moiso yesh lang ksuvas b'ndichrin. There will be payment of this ksuba of the mother even in that case. So what's the machlokes? Hacha, do we say ksuba nasas moiso l'chaverta, where there isn't any extra money, except for the ksubos? So is there considered a Yerusha? V'hu adin labalchon, we work the same way with the creditor, kamifli. Marsaver, ksuba nasas moiso l'chaverta, that you don't need extra money. The ksuba is enough money. What in labalchon? Same thing with a star and a debt. Marsaver, ksuba nasas moiso l'chaverta, v'hu adin labalchon. V'amina lu anah, the balchon kulam l'pliki d'havim moisu. That even a shibud, it's considered moiser by Yerusha. Ki pligi, the only machlok is by b'ksufa, not by balchoy. Master Rav Yosef, ihachi, if that's correct, Rabbi Kiva oimer kvar kotza nachla. It wouldn't be that, it's im yesh moiser dinner maboyle. You pointed out according to that, the machlok is whether there's an extra amount of money left in the Yerusha. Elam Rav Yosef, they do argue whether there's ksubas and dichrin when one died while he was alive and the other died when he was dead. And they're arguing like the following machlekes tanoi, the Tanya. Nasa sarishoina umesa. He married Rachel and she died. Then Nasa shnia, he married Leah, umesu, then he died. Boy baneshel zu. The sons of Leah come, la'achar misa, Simon. They collect what was owed to their mother because the husband died, she was alive. Now they're the heirs. The rest they would divide equally. Or if Shimon Omer, yesh moiser dinner, if there's an extra dinner, elu noitling ksuba simon, the children of the second will get the ksuba. Ve'elu noitling ksuba simon, and even the first will get ksuba simon. V'imlav chokim b'shav, otherwise they divide everything equally. My love bakamilfiki. The Mar Sovar, achas b'chayv achas b'moiso yesh lang ksubas b'nedichrin. There is ksubas b'nedichrin to be paid no matter what. Umar Sovar, achas b'chayv achas b'moiso ein lang ksubas b'nedichrin. And therefore, only to the second one, not to the first one. Where's his low?
So Ernie, the second wife is always at a disadvantage. How does she protect her position?
Well, she's not always at a disadvantage. We said, according to one of the opinions, since the second member, the first wife died while he was alive, so there's no ksuba paid to her.
Oh, while he was, oh, okay.
Then the second wife died, then he died, and then the second wife died.
Yeah,
Once he died, the second wife gets the ksuba. That's why, in fact, the children of the second are in better position.
I got you. Okay.
Except based on this machlokas, according to one opinion, they were divided equally. It's not like they get extra. Okay, we'll stop here.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow, 4:30, we'll do the daf.